Page 34, Piano Concerto No. 3, it's a theme from the first movement. 4/4 times, got one flat. Gonna be in the key of F major here. Right hand first. Let's look at this. 2/4, 1 and 2 and 3. All connected. I'm going to go ahead and add the articulation in to cut these videos down. Some of them are getting kind of long. So add the articulation here, all connected. And then lift up. Nice light wrist staccato. There in the second line, first measure. The F is tied. You just play the A here. And then lift up, new phrase. This F is not tied. And lift up between the phrase. Reach down. And we want to break in the sound there, and this is the first measure, third line here. Between the E and the D, lift up. And they're saying 4/2. Well, that didn't work. I suggest you do that with, if you can do it, 1, 2, and then substitute the 3 for the 2. That's fine. Otherwise, you do it, slide off here. The third finger slide off. Because we want to connect the top note. That's what we want to connect. So the thumb, that's fine, that's a big deal. Then reach down, third finger there for the G. Lift up. We've had this before, the F is tied. For the most part, that's the toughest part for the right hand. For the left hand, just keep it soft, out of the way. Two-note slurs here if you want to do that. That adds some motion to it. Follow their fingering, it's fine. Now, a couple things on these two-note slurs. Don't play the second note short. You're just disconnecting it is all. We don't want it short. No, just disconnect it. Now, third line down on these first measures here. A couple of things. One is the eighth notes. I would not separate that from the next note. Connect that to the note in the next measure. Connect all that together. Secondly, their fingering, I find I can do 2, 3, 4, 5 just fine. I don't need the thumb again on the A. No. I would do a thumb for the eighth notes. Thumb, 2, 3, 4. I'm fine. Top of page 35 on the half notes here. If you can reach, do a 2-5 on that. Otherwise, you got to use the thumb. And then here. And then we're back to what we were doing before. Put the hands together slowly. It's here. Again, here, both hands, I would connect the eighth notes to the next note. So you have to work these out, and here you really need to work it out one hand at a time for a while until you get this fingering out of the way, so it's comfortable for you before you put it together. I don't like the two-note slurs in the left hand. I know they're just reinforcing the natural accents, but you can feel the natural accents without the slur. My inclination is to connect that. Before you make any changes, you learn it the way it's written first, and then if you want to change things like that, you can change it. Go listen to the actual recording of this and see how they do it. I think you'll find it considerably more legato than all these short slurs they've got in this arrangement. The top of page 35, second measure you hear. I think I would connect this left hand all the way through. I would connect the left hand there. I would connect the left hand all the way through this. Again here. Add the dynamics, soft at the beginning. That's the top note in the right hand. Everything else needs to be softer than that. Soft, and dolce is kind of a sweet feel sweet. Well, now here you're going to get a little louder, and then come down back to soft. At the end of the third line you get a little louder. Now you're sort of loud. Now you're loud. Now you're soft. It's like an echo. Sort of loud. And you go up to loud and you come back to, you can read the dynamics and feel it. You get into it where you can kind of feel it. I don't mention any pedal here. You can add pedal if you want, but don't mess up the staccatos or the slurs. We want to hear both, so don't pedal across them. But the pedal will add overtones. At the beginning, I'm going to push the notes down and then the pedal. It's like I'm pedaling either every 2 beats or on the 8th notes. I might not pedal the last 2 8th notes or something here. So I can't pedal any of that because it's to have at the bottom of the page 34, second measure there, it's nice to have the overtones. Just I'm just pedaling it every 2 beats. But not the staccatos, and I'm trying to keep the slurs going too. So you can experiment with the pedal after you know the piece and see where you can use it to help connect it or add overtones or enhance the sound without messing it up.